On the show today, we head to the mountains to see how Ryan Cordell has played his way to the doorstep of the big leagues.
And then I welcome one of the newest Flames basketball players with an intense Redskis rules competition.
That's all coming up next. This is Game On. What a week for Liberty Athletics. Take a look at those beauties, huh? The Flames raking in the awards after an excellent 2016-17 athletics season. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Game On. As always, alongside Rhett McGibbon, I'm Matt Warner.
Yeah, so many great stories to get to today, but we have to start off by talking about that nice little pile of hardware we just saw. This past week, the Big South announced that the Liberty Flames, for the 13th time in school history, won the Sasser Cup. The Sasser Cup is named after former Big South Commissioner Buddy Sasser and is awarded to the institution with the most successful year athletically based on an average point system. The Flames would edge runner-up Campbell by over 0.8 of a point. That, however, was not the only mugs the Flames would bring home. For the second year in a row and the fourth time in school history, the Flames made it a clean sweep, bringing home the Men's All-Sport Award and the Women's All-Sport Award along with the Sasser Cup. A large reason the Flames were so successful was that 7 teams captured Big South Conference championships during the 2016-17 athletic season. Matt, a big honor for the school.
No doubt about that. Congrats to everyone involved. When you look at athletes that succeed at the highest level, oftentimes you find some similarities. You find people that have laser focus, people that set goals for themselves, and above all, you find people willing to work as hard as it takes to reach those goals. Former Liberty baseball player Ryan Cordell is one of those people, putting in the time and effort now so that his major league dream can be realized. Colorado Springs, Colorado is known for its natural beauty and mountainous terrain that stretches as far as the eye can see. But for Ryan Cordell, the only terrain that concerns him lies between two white lines. Cordell is in his 5th season of pro ball and his first with the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, the AAA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. He's been around the game long enough to know that the life of a minor leaguer is a daily grind.
In Little League, you show up and play, and when you play professional baseball, it's, you have your routine, it's a part of your life, it's your job, and it is a game, but at the same time, we take it really serious.
The travel, the pay, the hyper-competitive atmosphere are all challenges that minor leaguers face. But there's another challenge that's often overlooked.
Honestly, over the past couple of years, I think if you talk to guys who play in minor league baseball, the toughest thing is the living situation, dealing with signing a lease, then not knowing if you're going to be gone in a couple days or going to be there the whole year. I think one year I was in an apartment that had 11 different guys that rotated through.
But thankfully, that hasn't been a problem for Cordell this season, as he has the good fortune of knowing a family in the area.
They're a baseball family. Their son plays college baseball, and so he just kind of, they reached out to me and said that, I had a place to stay if I wanted it, and just being able to, be in a, in a family setting, a home, an actual home is great. When you have a day game, you get to come back and kick back and relax and spend some time just hanging out. Last couple evenings we've been able to, play cornhole or ping pong or whatever it is, but just kind of get away from the game a little bit, just relax, and that's always nice to be able to do that.
And then it's back to work, heading to the ballpark to continue perfecting his craft.
I like to get to the park early. I'm one of those guys who likes to get there pretty early. I have, a little bit of a routine in the weight room that I like to do to just get my body ready. At about 3:30 is when we go out on the field as a team and get our work in, taking ground balls, fly balls, and hitting BP.
And that early work is even more important for Cordell this season, as the Sky Sox have the longtime outfielder spending some time at third base.
It's an adjustment. I've always felt comfortable in the outfield, but haven't played much infield since high school, and so it's tough, when you're over at third base getting rockets from big dudes hitting the ball off a 95-mile-an-hour pitcher and trying to make those plays. So it's going to take some adjusting, but I'll go out there and try and do my best to see what happens.
No matter where he plays in the field, Cordell has proven that his offense isn't lacking.
Into the gap, this one gets down. An RBI double for Ryan Cordell.
The Brewers made it a point to trade for him a year ago, and he's even a member of the team's 40-man roster. All great signs for the future, but something Cordell isn't taking for granted.
What's funny with baseball is it can just turn on a dime. And I think that's the whole thing of not being complacent and always trying to get better. So, maybe I went, 4 for 4 the night before and hit a home run. That doesn't mean I can show up to the park and be like, I don't need to do my early work and I don't need to get those swings in the cage because, I'm hot right now, because I've had it flip on me real quick.
Hard work, preparation, it's all part of that daily grind. But so too is the realization that the end result isn't up to him.
On days like today when it's just absolutely beautiful outside, I think Colorado is just an awesome place that you can kind of just see God's handiwork and His power and His glory and just kind of put things into perspective. There's always just things that I think God kind of challenges me with, and I think one of them is definitely just trusting Him that He's got a plan, and I can do my job of honoring and glorifying Him by putting 100% effort in everything I do on and off the field. But at the end of the day, He's got control of my performance and what's going to happen and where I'm going to go, where I'm going to be, and I just have to trust Him.
Trusting and working as he continues towards his big league dream.
Ever since I was a little kid, I've dreamed of getting to the big leagues and putting on a big league uniform and getting to play for a big league team. And so I absolutely let myself dream and think about those things so that I continue to have those goals. And the only way you do that is if you continue to just work hard and never get complacent.
This one's going to leave. Out of here, home run for Ryan Cordell.
Our thanks to Ryan for taking time to chat with us. It's been a good year for Cordell to this point. Despite a recent bit of a slump, Cordell's still hitting a .279 clip. His 7 home runs and 32 RBIs both ranked 3rd on the team, but he leads the Sky Sox in doubles with 15. And of course, all of this comes as he's essentially learning a new position on the fly. Cordell has played about 20% of the team's games at third base so far this season.
It's amazing to me, Matt, how these guys are able to be successful. It's so much flux in their life. Their living situation, are they going to go down? Are they going to get called up? It's just, there's no consistency in their life at all.
Yeah, somehow they put that out of their mind and just play the game. Oh, by the way, Major League Baseball draft coming up next week. So we've talked a lot about Flames playing minor league baseball right now. Perhaps we'll have a new crop of Flames playing pro ball real soon.
I definitely hope so. Well, turning our attention to field hockey, it was a successful inaugural season in the Big East Conference where the Flames finished 2nd. With that success came high competition wanting to schedule Liberty for the fall of 2017. The Flames will face 5 of the top 10 teams from last season's final poll, including the defending national champions, the Delaware Blue Hens. The Flames will also be competing against number 6 Connecticut, number 2 Maryland, and Duke, who finished the regular season last year ranked number 1. First-year head coach Nikki Parsley stated, "Our 2017 schedule is packed with some of the very best competition in the country. One of our goals for the upcoming season is to make the NCAA tournament, and I believe that this schedule will prepare us to do so."
Well, as evidenced by these beautiful Sasser Cup trophies, Liberty athletic teams have found much success over the years. But that success doesn't come by accident. It takes intentional actions from Flames coaches to build the winning culture that they enjoy today. And we discussed that with a few of the Liberty coaches in a segment we call Coach's Corner.
This is one of those there's not a formula for when you're talking about creating a formula that promotes success. I think you really got to make sure you're careful in defining what success is. And by the world standard, it's always wins or the attention or the numbers that you produce. But for us, we want our success to be built in the growth of the young man. And I think whenever we're attentive to that process and we're honoring it, then I feel like the other stuff will take care of itself.
I think it's establishing a culture of saying this is what is going to be done. And every day setting out to do that so that the girls on the team know that, okay, we're going from A to Z and today we're on B and tomorrow we'll be on C. And so we're just going to keep moving in that direction. And so I think the culture begins to grow as a result of that.
Yeah, I think it happens in the small things. I mean, Chuck Noll for the Pittsburgh Steelers, if I remember correctly, had one banner in his locker room, and it was championship teams do all the ordinary things better than everybody else. And I've always kind of taken that modern slogan, if you will. I think success is found over time. It doesn't just happen. And it's about committing to those little things each day. And then one day you wake up and you find yourself in the middle of success. So it's not easy. If it was, everybody would do it, obviously. But it's about being a champion each day, in each moment, and in each decision.
Well, coming up, Rhett challenges one of the newest Flames hoopsters in an entertaining Redskins rules.
Then I'll name my top male athletes of the year in a great Warm, Hot, and Fuego. That's when Game On returns.
Anyone who may be doubting being able to go back to school or doing online and having time, I would say LU Online is the best way to go. I'm 31, this was my 4th degree, you can get it done. I changed jobs in the middle of it. It's possible, it's flexible. So many people are like, oh, it's another degree, I don't know if I can do this, or even their first time going to school, getting a bachelor's or an associate's. It's worth it, especially if you do have to work, because so many of us today, we don't have the means to not work and go to school. I feel like LU Online allows us to do that. My experience with the online professors has been really good, and they're all over the world. They have different hours, yes, as far as time zones, but they said email them, call them, you could Skype with them, you could FaceTime with them. So it was really kind of nice. You know, Sunday night you're working on a paper, hey, you had a question, you can email your professor, and they would respond right back. I feel like LU Online allows time and the flexibility to do what you need to do in life and in work while getting your degree.
Hey there, welcome back to Game On. You know, friends, Richie McKay's basketball team is one of my favorite groups on campus. They seem to have a lot of fun playing the game, and they do it at a high level. And since I report for the basketball games, I thought it'd be a great idea to get to know one of the new faces coming into the picture this fall on the latest edition of Redskins Rules. Hey Redskins Rules fans, we're here at the Liberty Basketball Practice Facility where today I get to compete in a game of horse against 2017 incoming freshman Elijah Cuffey.
Elijah is a 6'3" shooting guard from Poca, West Virginia. Actually transferred to Liberty Christian Academy for his senior year, and in doing that he teamed up with another Liberty incoming freshman, Jay Barber.
Elijah, man, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I was supposed to go up against Coach McKay, but he's supposedly getting old and his shoulder's hurting, so he sent me with a freshman here, but I think it's still going to be a pretty good competition. Instead of playing horse, we're going to play lib, because that's what they put on the little TV screen, LIB for Liberty. And first one to get 3 letters is going to be out. So here we go.
Now, before we dive into the action, this competition has more meaning to me than usual. I direly want to prove someone wrong. Let's go back in time real quick.
Obviously, you couldn't play for him because of your lack of jump shot, athleticism. Should I continue?
Can I show Coach McKay that he's wrong? Only time will tell. Well, definitely not off to a good start here. Next shot, and what the? Who does this kid think he is? Tim Duncan? I thought the bank shot was for old guys.
Bank shot?
With my nerves bouncing around, all I can hear is Coach McKay in my head. Oh. Now I have an L and an I. I am in trouble. Finally, he misses.
Oh. All right, there's a chance.
I wouldn't say that.
I know this guy can shoot better than me, so I decide to go for the old Kareem the Dream skyhook. Ugh, just a little bit too much mustard on it. Well, that decision got Elijah's creative juices going. Walking away from the basket, one-handed and in. My turn.
Okay.
Can I stave off elimination? Yes! He heads back to three-point land and drains one. The pressure is back on my shoulders. Time to show that maybe I can hit a jumper. In the words of Matt Warner, that was pure. Well, then the guy known on Twitter as Kid Cuffy17 goes back to the bank.
I was actually practicing these earlier because I'm like, there's no way this guy does banks. Like all the kids now just swap it all in, but he's proved me wrong here. No.
So I lose round one.
All right,
according to the
good job.
experts, this was not a huge surprise. Time to set up the second round of this contest.
All right, Elijah, obviously you're better at basketball than me. That's pretty evident. But let's see how those skills translate into some real life applications here. We got a wad of paper. You know, you're gonna get frustrated doing homework sometimes. So we're gonna see how far you can throw it into a trash can here. Got a shirt. Now that's my co-anchor's Matt Warner, so be careful, it might be pretty stinky. But we can throw it into the laundry, and then we got a hat. We're gonna throw it onto the hat rack here, kind of a best of 3, the Redskis rule change portion of this competition. All right, man?
Yep.
All right, let's have a seat and get down to it.
So we start off with the paper, and I thought I would be money at this with all the scripts I ball up, but no, I miss wide. Luckily for me, Elijah comes up just a bit short. I have 5 kids, lots of laundry. I practice this exact scenario every day of my life. Yes, the experience factor comes through. This kid just narrowly gets it in. The momentum brought the shirt over the side, and we are tied 1-1 in family skills.
I don't know how to make that.
Now, this is a big moment for this rookie. Can he prove to the fans of Liberty that he has the clutch factor?
Oh! You got me. That's crazy. All right, man, you got me both events. Good job. Good job. That was pretty sweet. Well, I lose Redskis rules here once again. I can't believe I lost. Like, I even had like a family life skills portion, and I stunk at that. So I'm just gonna stick to doing Warner's laundry here, I guess. We'll see you guys next time.
Well, Rhett, I'm going to say, I think you dodged a bullet by Coach McKay not doing that with you, because you never would have heard the end of it.
That's true.
If he had beaten
I know.
you. So
He
you might have
goes
dodged
after
a
me.
bullet. Pretty good showing, but you made a 3.
Yeah, I
That
hit a
surprised
3.
me.
The one behind the, the back, I was pretty
Still
proud
Skyhook
of.
needs a little work,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
that's all right.
Yeah,
You'll
you
get
know.
him next time,
Yeah.
right? Nice job as always. All right, hey, time now for Warm, Hot, and Fuego, our final Warm, Hot, and Fuego of the year. We're taking a look at the top male athletes of the entire sports season. We did the women last week, so this week the men. Rhett, let's begin with Warm. Who you take?
Before we get to it, really quick,
Oh.
it's National Best Friends Day, so I brought you something.
You've been trying to give this to everyone that walks by our office. We're
Yeah.
moving, and so he was trying to give this away. But thank you,
You're
Rhett.
welcome.
I appreciate the thought.
You have to keep it now.
Who is
since
Dane
it's on
Byers?
TV. I have no idea. Plays
Great.
for the Hershey Bears.
Awesome. All right.
He
Warm.
likes chocolate.
Yeah, thank you. Warm.
here.
Yeah.
Josh Ferenzi, men's wrestling. This guy you got to give a lot of credit to the guy. One day he got a ring and he gave a ring. And we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, he got engaged that day. But this is a guy that comes in last year, lost in the national championship match, and then this year he won it. Just a lot of hard work, and he also won it by a score of 6-2. So it's not like it was a nail biter. He put the dog down. He did a lot of good work in that one. So great job by him, and also a great job by Coach Castro. You got to give him credit here. A guy that's coming in, helping out his team, and this guy, Coach Castro, continues to bring in solid wrestlers to his program. It's huge.
And he got engaged, and a happy couple. You can see that whole story on our website, game1lu.com. We did a story on that as well.
Yeah.
All right, from warm now, your choice this year for hot.
Dante Shells. I just love the story of this guy. His senior season, he comes in his first 3 years, it wasn't like he did poorly, but he comes into a senior season and just blows out all expectations. He had asthma. We've talked about that story. He gets treatment for it, and then he just goes crazy. This guy had 655 yards, double of any of his teammates. He averaged 15.2 yards per game. He had 8 touchdowns, and he had thank you, yes. And he had a touchdown in every single home game. Every single home game he was able to score, and some nights were kind of tough, and he still got the job done. He had a great year.
Absolutely, and he will be missed, certainly, although a good wide receiving core is coming back for the football team this year. And finally, the top male athlete of the year, getting the Enfuego Award, if you will. Who will that be?
DJ Artis, this young man, can he get any better? That's the question.
I don't know.
And I think for a fan, the coach obviously will see the details, and that's where I believe it'll be. When he gets better, when he improves over the year, maybe he gets a little bit more power. He got that this year. He had 6 home runs, but it's going to be in the minute things, the at-bats, chipping away, and also his base speed's huge. He reminds me, tell me if I'm wrong, Matt, you do sometimes, of Kenny Lofton. Kind of a Kenny Lofton, lead-off, speed guy. He's not going to jack a ton of homers, but
that's
he's just
not a bad guy to aspire to be. Kenny Lofton was one of the best leadoff hitters for many, many years.
Yeah, I loved Kenny. So this DJ coming in next year, it's hard to believe that this stud, this guy that we've just appreciated over the past 2 seasons, this could be his last year.
Could be.
It potentially could be his last year.
What a great year for him. Great year of Warm, Hot, and Fuego by you, Rhett.
Thanks.
We enjoyed it. All right, still to come, Game On like you have never seen it before, and like Rhett and I may never want to see it again. What does it mean? Stick around and find out after this.
This is Liberty University, the world's largest Christian university. Want to come visit us? Well, you're in luck. Homecoming is a perfect opportunity for alumni, families, and newcomers to participate in the game day experience. At College for a Weekend, you get to hear from speakers, go to classes, and attend our weekend concert. Ring in the new year with us at Winterfest. Spend the day snowboarding at Snowflex, rock climbing, or at the Artist Q&A, then rock out at night with the top Christian artists. With so many ways to visit our campus, why aren't you here already?
Hi, I'm Anita, and I'm graduating with a degree in business administration and a minor in psychology. I love Liberty Online because of its flexibility. I can spend time with my family and, go back to the schoolwork later, even if it's at midnight. I can be at home, do my schoolwork in my pajamas, and it's worked out perfect, absolutely perfect. I've been able to help take care of my 3-year-old grandson while his parents work, so that's just been awesome. I didn't take classes for 20 years. I was on unemployment and applying for jobs. I had the experience, but I didn't have the degree that was usually required. Coming back as an older, more mature, wiser person, I did much better. You can do it. Don't underestimate yourself. I totally was underestimating myself, but I am smarter than I thought. I am especially excited to graduate because I will be graduating with my daughter. I can't wait to see what God has in store for my life.
Liberty University. This is no ordinary school.
This is more than an education.
We're here to equip students to make an impact
on a global scale.
We believe we were created to make a difference, to serve God
and each other.
Wherever we are,
whatever we study, we are
champions for Christ.
We are
Liberty University.
William Byron, Liberty University student and Xfinity Series driver of the number 9 Chevrolet. Since William was a child, he dreamt of racing. His continued partnership with Liberty University means he's able to pursue his college degree while chasing the checkered flag. Look for William Byron and the Liberty University number 9 Chevrolet on race day during the Xfinity Series this season.
Welcome back. Before we get to the big finish, we wanted to remind you to check us out on our website and on social media. Game On LU is what you need to remember. Follow us, like us, share us.
Yeah. Well, Matt, I found one thing over the years, and that is people love to see sports broadcasters screw up on TV. They absolutely love it. It seems cruel, but it's their favorite thing.
Now, you're right. And what better way to begin your summer than watching Rhett and I trip all over ourselves? We leave you now with all the bloopers from this past year. There's not that many of them. We don't screw up a lot. But we hope you enjoy them, and we hope to see you right back here next week.
They help make up one of the fiercest student college body sections. Yeah, screwed that up. College bodies.
They have a fierce college body.
Yeah. Hey there, friends. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you want to see more great stories like the Anna Bobich one, take a look at our website, gameonlu.com.
Who?
Yeah, I know.
Anna Bobich.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were going to say something.
Oh, I thought you went first last time.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
We'll try it again.
Sorry. This team activity still had bragging rights on the line. This team activity still had bragging rights. What's wrong with
Slow it down. That's right. You know, it was his wow. He might be one of the most die-hard fans in the country. Yes, right. We introduce you to the legend known as the Kraken.
Then Liberty hockey coach Kirk Handy stops by to preview the Flames.
No.
They're your normal everyday college students during the week, but on game day, they turn into maniacs. We get close.
Coming up, we introduce you to popular Dallas radio host who's doing a lot to... what the... And all... what was I going to get? I was going to say something clever, and it didn't happen.
Would be on the power play. Grant Garvin would quickly cross a frick. Dang it. My bad. Plus, we preview the Liberty football season opener against Virginia Tech. And I challenge one soccer player in the newest edition of Retzky's Rules.
Let's take that one. Yeah, the Czech. Virginia Czech Republic. Yes. On the show today, Olympic gymnast.
My jaw's stiff.
Well, when we return, it's the moment that you've all been waiting for.
I just screwed that up. Dang it!
On next week's Game On, we sit down with Liberty football coach Turner Gill to discuss the program's long-awaited move to the FBS.
I am the Master Chief. Stand by.
You good? All right.
That'd be a good blooper. That'd be so good.